John Lavelle, obviously crime
writer,
novelist
yeah.
with a name like that. What are John's views on the City situation in regards to FFP? Does he think City will find a way to overturn or reduce punishment, or does he think that CAS will uphold UEFA's original decision, and if it was overturned or reduced, what kind of effect does he think that will have on football in general?
It's a really good one, because I don't do guessing really. Yeah,
you might have guessed.
Yeah,
that John doesn't do guessing.
If I was a gambling man, I would say that perhaps City's current approach is about mitigating the punishment. Yeah. And clearly that's a challenge for the UEFA, because if the punishment's just financial, it's hilarious. Yeah. That you just pay a fine for breaching the rules that allow you not to spend too much money. If everything that's coming out of City is genuine in the sense that they're not looking for mitigation on the punishment, they actually don't want to be found guilty at all. And knowing the cultural and the stuff of people in Arabia and Peninsula and around there about pride and that good stuff, I think it could be. They'll win.
Do win, yeah.
Because
got a country behind them.
Because they'll have the best lawyers. They'll run the game as long as they can. They have the potential to be really difficult if they are found guilty. And the last thing UEFA need is to lose. In actual fact, coronavirus and all that good stuff might give them all a let. And say, let's deal with this next year.
Coronavirus is not good stuff, John. Just wanted to confirm that.
I didn't say it was good stuff, did I? Or did I?
He said all of that good stuff. I don't think he meant the corona. I think he meant everything that's around it.
That they're doing. That City are doing. And coronavirus might give some face-saving excuses to legislators and regulators and stuff.
What do you think if City won it?
The arguments.
Won the arguments, and FFP is scrapped, which is what a couple of journalists are saying City wants, because it's nonsense.
I think,
what's your view on FFP in general?
My view?
For the football, Okay. So would it be a good thing if City won it and scrapped it, or what?
Let's a couple of things there. One is, and I do this in my day job sometimes, sometimes what you have to do is a measured overreaction, which is, if you're going to challenge me, that almost gives me carte blanche not to be quite reasonable, but to go the other extreme. And I think what City are threatening quite blatantly is, if you pursue us on this and we don't get the outcome we want, we're going to wipe FFP out altogether. And then you're into other key stakeholders thinking, and when they are Juventus, Bayern Munich, Manchester United, thinking, do we want to be in who's got the biggest wallet war? Because City are clearly demonstrating over years that they are prepared to get quite close to compliance, even if they do stretch the envelope a little bit, as all should. So that's the first thing, is their measured overreaction is, hey, it's not just about us paying a fine or being banned from Europe. We're going to take you down. In poker terms, we're going all in on this. If you really, really fancy your chances,
let's go,
then your table stakes are win this and we're out the Champions League for a couple of years, lose this and FFP doesn't exist no more. What's my view about FFP? I think you do need some regulation to stop rogue owners doing what they've done in the past. I'm not sure FFP is that.
No.
I think it needs to be structured slightly different. I mean, we've just talked in some of the answers to some of the questions around sustainability and financial fair play, and those things are all about break even. They're about, have you made not a profit, but you've not made a loss. Whether you've made a profit or a loss or not is an accounting exercise. It's not a reality thing. And so how big is your debt pile and how much cash have you got in the bank are far more accurate measures of how healthy you are. And so this is why it's so fascinating, because if FFP survives but it's tweaked, all of a sudden clubs who comfortably comply with this version of financial fair play could fail the other version of financial fair play, which we don't know what it is. So if how much debt you've got becomes a metric, Man United are in big trouble.
They're knackered,
City have got no issue at all. we've got big trouble. Yeah, but
Liverpool, million, yeah.
Liverpool have got big trouble. Now our owner might say, "I'll just convert it all to equity then." Everton are back with no debt.
Yeah.
Will FSG convert all that money into equity?
They've said they want it back anyway. Don't
Yeah, because they're an investment vehicle fundamentally.
Yeah.
So that's where the table stakes are really high. And I'm pretty damn sure, not that I know, but I'm pretty damn sure, because we know about the Red Alliance and nods and winks about who chief exec should be and who they shouldn't, that UEFA will be talking about those shakers and movers in Europe saying, if we were to do this, how would you react? If we were to do that, how would you react? And it may be City just outflank the whole lot of them, and they're just too big and hairy with too big and deeper pockets for them actually to take them on.
But do you think, just before we go on, do you think, because I know me and Ped think the same on this, that it's unfair if we've got Farhad Moshiri and Alisher Usmanov and anyone else saying, listen, we want to buy Kylian Mbappe for 200 million. We've got the money there, we want to buy him. But because of the way this structure is, we can't buy him. And yet I'm telling you, I've got the money to buy this player.
All right.
Why can't owners do that?
Okay, I'll ask you a different question then.
Well, answer my question.
Yeah, well, the answer's in the question.
Go on then.
Farhad Moshiri has loaned Everton a lot of money.
Yeah.
Why didn't he gift it?
Don't know.
Because one day he wants it back.
He probably wants it back.
One day he wants it back.
Yeah.
So, and again, we were talking offline before, weren't we, about the football club makes decisions, and the football club, stands by the consequences of those decisions. And you've just said, if Farhad Moshiri wants to buy Mbappe, why can't you let him?
Yeah.
Because he can't buy it. That player, there's players registration. The football club does.
Okay, so if he just...
Now the football club does it because he says, here's 200 million out my back pocket to do it.
Yeah.
But that's a gift. That's fine.
Can that be used?
Well, of course it could. Yeah. And there's probably some technical reason somewhere why they don't do it that way. But we're talking about financial fair play, aren't they? So financial fair play is the issue of making businesses sustainable and not overreaching themselves.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Chelsea owe Abramovich over $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know, if that got called in, they go out of business.
Massive, yeah, they're gone.
That's what FFP is supposed to protect.
Okay.
But it doesn't, does it?
No.
Because until he calls it in, they won't go down.
No.
Because debt isn't the measure of whether you're healthy or not.
Yeah.
Okay? So if they simply tweaked the rules, forget accounting practices now, let's keep it simple, to say, if an owner wants to give a gift being, I never want this money back, to a football club, he can. Then you'll get into the traditionalists saying, but that still means that, a country could give a football club £5 billion as a gift and say, there you go and buy every single player you can possibly think of, because actually you've got more money that you can ever spend and you will win everything. Man City in that circumstance, they would win everything. So is that what you want? Well, you don't, do you? Surely not.
No.
So then you're into, if there's an emerging football club, a challenger brand, maybe the rules are relaxed for them, but once you get to a certain status, you can no longer have that free rein.
Gift, yeah.
And that is, that happens in normal industries. You give competitive advantage to new entrants.
Yeah.
New entrants don't have to comply with rules that established companies do. Yeah. And you could literally say, as long as you've never qualified for the Champions League, you can spend more of your owner's money, as long as it's a gift, than the clubs who are. And maybe you even cap that. The loan can't be more than 50% of your turnover, whatever. I'm just making it up as I go along.
No, because
so the reality is financial fair play needs to change.
Yeah. Okay.
And City might accelerate that change by whether they win or not. Because I think I've said this on Everton Business Matters. Even if City lose, FFP has to change.
It'll change anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.